The doll slowly raised the knife in his hand, staring at the woman in front of his eyes. Next second, he dashed straight up with a knife, and he got kicked off by a woman. The doll got up and shook its head. He's a little confused. The friend asked what was the matter. At once the doll sounded refreshed. He picked up the soy milk machine to the bathroom door. They looked at each other. The doll is a face of bewilderment. He looked at women and looked in the water. It turns out he forgot to plug in. The doll hurried away when the situation was not right. Lisa hastened to call her boyfriend. Twice failed. The angry doll kept banging its head. Then a third man came to the house. The doll is happy to hear. He picked up the baseball bat by the table. Hide on the side of the stairs for a sneak attack. He must not fail again this time. It turns out he wasn't tall enough. It hit the steps. This time it ran with its face covered. This is the scene of a major social death. Just yesterday, the three have just moved into the house. While packing up, they found a wooden box nailed to death. Break open the wooden box and look. Inside lies a doll locked in a chain. There's a note on it that says Finley. It looks like it's the doll's name, but the three didn't know it. They have unsealed the seal of the doll. That night Mary was asleep. She heard a strange sound. She got up and looked. The doll was found on the chair. She thought it was a prank by her brother David, so she threw Finley at the door. Day 2. Mary has just come downstairs. This made Mary more certain that her brother had done it last night, but the brother didn't know what she was talking about. After David's gone, Finley looked at the knife on the table. That's the first 2 sneak attacks. Soon Finley was part of the family, but he still hasn't given up his murder plan. That day he wanted to put some medicine into meal. He probably thinks this woman is blind. A turn of the eye decided to do it again.
No! Crystal's just trying to put rat poison in the food again.
Mary took the hint. Take the toilet cleaner to the side and hand it to her brother. David was just spraying on the doll. There is no choice but to run first. But Finley's plan to kill didn't stop. Men get in the car, adjusted the rearview mirror. The doll tried to smother the man with a plastic bag.
Are you done now?
The doll seems to think that it is not strong enough, and so it came again, but it may have forgotten. In addition to the nose, the mouth can breathe. Finley stroked the cat. He felt himself insulted by remorse. He went upstairs and started a new project. Cover the carpet with nails first, and drop the marbles on the ground. Breaking the cup makes a sound, excitedly waiting for the prey to arrive. As a result, Lisa pushed the door. This time he miscalculated again. The door opened in, and all the marbles were gone.
You're so dead.
At night, the three celebrated Mary's birthday. David had a few drinks. Started to look like a doll was killing people. This wave operation is not only damaging, and regret is more humiliating. The doll thought I'd treat you like enemies, and you treat me like a toy. It pulls away in anger. Take off his birthday hat. Pick up a bottle of flammable spray. Trying to blow out the candles. Teach the three a lesson. He took the bottle upside down when he shot it. Spray it all on its face. On this day, the three are watching TV. Finley finally found the perfect opportunity. He placed the loaded bow and arrow behind David. Then it went into hiding.
Oh my god, he finally did it!
The doll was very happy. This time he succeeded at last. Even his whole body trembled with excitement. Turns out to look down. The bow fell to the ground. Men are safe without lambs. Another arrow shot up onto the roof of the house. And the reason they're screaming, because the cat was shitting in the living room. That's Finley's favorite cat. It was pointing at something on the ground. Maybe he's trying to plead for the cat.
Smell it! Smell it!
The doll is sad. What kind of mind can he have? He just wanted to kill someone, but he's been through a lot of failure, and even being forced to eat cat poo. He doesn't want to lower the average power in the doll world. So he decided to return to his den. After saying goodbye to his favorite cat, locked himself in a wooden box, leaving tears of sorrow in silence. But what happened next? But it was unexpected. I've never seen such a humiliating doll. Stab someone with a knife, and he got kicked out. Throw the appliance in the bathtub. Turns out he forgot to plug in. Killing people with plastic bags. The nose is covered, but he ignores the fact that the mouth can breathe. Worse still, he was forced to eat cat poop. On its own, it lowers the average strength of the entire doll world. This made Finley feel very ashamed. Forced himself to lock himself up. Midnight, 2 robbers broke into the house. First they knocked David unconscious. Then they tied Lisa and Mary together again. The doll heard something. Hurriedly went downstairs to check. He didn't want to stop it. Turns out he saw the mugger pointing a gun at the cat. The doll can't sit still. This is his only friend. So it immediately cut off the power. And then deliberately making a sound upstairs. One of the robbers quickly went upstairs to check. Suddenly a mass of marbles rolled out of his feet. A sneak attack in the back. The robber fell down on a nail. Then put a set of plastic bags on his head. Use a roll of carpet. Then take out the knife. The man took the lunchbox directly. Laughter attracted another robber. Come to the bedroom and have a look. There's only one doll. While he was looking elsewhere, the doll quietly took out the bow and arrow. The robbers ducked into the bathroom, found an unplugged soy milk machine in the bathtub. Then he turned on the light, and he turned around. The doll stood behind him. It took out a flammable spray. It's a slap on the robbers. The robbers' gloves were set on fire while he's in the bathtub to put out the fire. The doll is immediately plugged in, so it managed to get rid of the two robbers. Because of this incident, the trio took in Finley and bought him new clothes. When they drink milk, they found it smelled like cat poo. All three looked at Finley at the same time. This time he succeeded at last. So here comes the problem. What do you think is the curse of the seal doll?